got some chicken left over, and Sarah gets
Looking for a party, the man, have you found it? Another shot is coming, raw and unbounded. The whiskey's always talking and the beer's overflowing. Another shot is gonna hit you with a mind overloaded, loaded. The bar is always open with no inhibitions. Another shot will leave the accessories twitching. Just remember, everything we say is just our opinion. But then again, it might be the alcohol talking. It might be the alcohol talking. Let's go. 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 Let's go.
Oh, guys, welcome to another Shot Sunday Night Weekend Hangover. And I'm telling you, the computer, our whole thing must be hungover because it has been one hell of a week. We solid there? Still going? Okay, thank you. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure somebody else is gonna sit there and raise her hand when I say this. I am wore out. Family's come and gone. And I've been trying all day to get back into business as usual. And I think it's going to take a second or two, but I tell you what, I'm not going to lie. I was a little bummed out when everybody left. I mean, it was actually, I had some reservations and some questions and wondered, and I'll tell you what, it turned out to be a lot smaller glass than what Sarah thinks, or bigger. There was a little bit, we have a new addition to the studio. My wife went out and she knows I've been on this kick as of late, so she got me this awesome Cheers glass. I can't find it perfectly. I guess technically I got my own Norm glass now, finally. So here's to many in this one. But yeah, it was a good time. What's going on behind the scenes? she's going into overtime back there. I don't know what's up. It's gonna be, we're just gonna be all over the place tonight. There's not gonna be any rhyme or reason behind this. Other than man, I'm way behind on this. Everything's crazy. Don't need all that. All right, just had to check myself, see how things are going. But yeah, let me know in the chats. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you guys from Grove City, thoughts and feelings on somehow, some way, we had made a bet. And between her and I, we didn't think it was going to happen Friday. And it rained a good chunk of the day. And then it cleared up. So instead of them postponing it to the next day, we were able to get it all in one day. coincidentally, it would start raining literally right after it was all said and done, but it sprinkled for a little bit, and then I mean, it's actually been pretty nice. So, all my southern family members that came up this way, thank you, Pennsylvania. You did not disappoint with your used to the 80-degree weather. It was definitely is a little bit of shell shock for them. So hey, everybody's going back to the warmth, and we're looking at some solid 80 degrees. And I don't know, like I said, I was wondering about it. I was wondering how Connor just, I mean, my boy who graduated, business as usual. He's just, he's getting up, he's out fishing. I mean, he's not missing a beat. So I'm sure at this point, though, he has reserved himself that he is going to live his best life until August, when the real schooling begins. So, always the first one. So outside of that, yeah, we're just spitting and going, and yeah. Kitty cat.
Yes.
Do you even have your mic on?
Yes.
Oh, she's going with a lapel tonight. How's the actual weekend hangover feeling?
Fine.
I'm sorry I didn't make it out there, but I thought I'd try and talk. My brother-in-law hasn't touched a drink now, I guess, in 3 years, he says. My sister-in-law drinks very sparsely. With them leaving early in the morning, they weren't wanting to. I thought I'd go down there and have them sign the guest book and meet the town, but
there was nobody to meet last night. They were all at that concert in Pittsburgh. Literally, there was 4 of us all night, and then he left to take 2 of them home. Came back, so there was 2 of us and the bartender. We closed the place with her. Had a blast.
Yeah, last time I was
the
in
whole
there,
place
and she
by
was
myself.
Felicia and Eric wanted to go to George Strait, Chris Stapleton.
That's where everybody was last night.
But they were afraid it was going to be too cold. They were afraid it might start raining. And as we all know, Acrisure Stadium is not a dome. But I told them if they sit high enough up, and I'm pretty sure that the concert wasn't exactly sold out, but it was pretty filled. They were still looking at tickets that day. And they were back and forth, up and down, whether or not they wanted to go to it, which would have required me to be a tour guide of Pittsburgh for a second time.
Well, I overheard one of the gentlemen that had attended last night's earlier today, and he didn't get home till after 2. He didn't think they would be at the concert that long, but nobody wanted to leave.
Are we talking encores, or is he just like nobody, like everybody just stuck it out in
the weather?
Yeah, they did some tailgating afterward and tailgating before.
Well, that would have been the fun part, because with it being chilly, not knowing if it was going to rain, everybody knows I like the park and ride over there in Point State Park. So about a half-mile walk. You just go across the bridge and everything, and you're right there on North Shore. So again, it was the weather that kept them from it. And then after you said that, I don't know. I was actually excited. I thought, going to a concert would have been fun, and seeing a legend like George Strait would have been amazing. With a future legend in Chris Stapleton, I can't see that not being a good show, honestly. And seeing as how my brother-in-law and I always like to take shots at each other over the years, a lot of it in fun, but there's been a lot of it to really kind of instigate. Like I said, the Civil War hasn't fully ended between the North and the South.
Well, George Strait even gave away a house last night
To a
to a
wounded vet.
wounded vet during the concert.
124. He's good.
And I really do. That's I don't know. For me, George Strait was actually going pretty strong by the time I started getting into country back in the 90s. I see that look on your face. What is up?
I forgot to give you this.
We'll debut it on the show. What do we got?
You fidget a lot.
I got restless leg syndrome. I've had it since a child.
Yes, well, my daughter noticed how fidgety you get, so she said to give it you my poppet. So maybe it would help keep you busy during the show.
How long before? See, zero.
Pop the whole time.
What's really going to annoy you is I'm going to be sitting here going like this. Good stuff. No, I mean, I just, when you have family up, and Sarah's actually worse than I am about it. The first time we brought her grandmother up, I think it was like it was right before COVID. And that poor woman, she thinks it was just the one time she said it. No, she said it a couple times that, next time she wanted to come up, she just wanted to sit and relax. She just wants to come up and enjoy the company. And both her and I are the same. We wanted to, I would have loved to have taken Eric and Felicia and everybody to, and I kept saying like, oh, you should have been up, later in June, come up for the fair. You just
Next weekend's the fair.
This
coming weekend, actually.
The fair?
Strawberry Days.
Strawberry Days. Yeah.
Oh, Strawberry Days. Ooh.
Our town's little fair, since we don't have the street fair that we used to hold years ago. So we have our crafts, our arts and crafts vendor show.
My DJing part, me and Kurt always talked about wanting to set up a booth over there just to get our name out, just sit there. Obviously, all the music we'd play would be clean, and he would have hated life anyways because we're not going to sit there and play metal the whole damn time. And sell some food, like snacks. It's not like you can't go to Sam's Club, grab a few things of candy bars and everything, some chips and
There's
energy drinks, and
there's an application you have to fill out to be able to be a vendor over there. And when you fill out your application and you submit it to them, you have to have a detailed description of everything that you're selling or giving away or this or that. And it has to be approved by the board.
oh my goodness. Sorry, I mean,
And if there's other vendors that are the same, you won't get in. Just saying. I know I'm a buzzkill.
Hey, Kat, is this glass half empty or half full? I wonder.
Right now.
Is it?
Actually, it's over half full.
Now, I mean, I didn't expect to be able to go over and just set something up and, I like this spot. Let's go ahead and set a tent up and run with it. And it also required me to find a place with power, or at least come up with a generator of some sort. And I mean, Lord only knows. There's all these different things. Hell, I wouldn't have minded. Southern Outlaws could have come over and played. GB3 could have came and played. Yeah, we might have been able to talk some people a little further south to coming up and playing. I mean, we're starting to build a nice little music selection. I don't know. The point is though, I kind of like, it is a good idea, opportunity, not idea, but an opportunity to get out there and meet the town. I personally do like, seeing the local business. I'm a strong supporter of local, but I noticed the last couple of times that there's been a few that have crept in there that they came in the back door, we'll call it. They'll do business in Grove City, but they're based and do more stuff outside of. So, I mean,
Yep.
who am I to, cloud up somebody's barbecue? But I mean, no, what's wrong with that? I mean, we have Amish here. I heard you over there in the cheap seats. You want to make them up?
No.
Well,
Amish
the
donuts are going to be out this summer. They always have a nice little spot over there across the street.
the last I saw, she actually posted that they were full. They couldn't take any more vendors. They actually had to turn some away this year, which
Well,
is the first in a long time.
this, like I said, it was just an idea I'd had for the DJing aspect. And yes, setting up and going live, 3 days in a row, 2 days in a row, however many. I think it's what, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay, so 4 days in a row. I mean,
Setup is Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday's also.
The event actually starts Friday.
oh my goodness, guys. Ah,
Sorry. They haven't done that in 2 years, by the way.
oh, jeez. And one's half in a coma, and the other one up here is just like, back to the original question. How was your weekend, and how's your post-graduation, girl? Things settle in? Things going good? Not at all.
I'm still fighting the urge to just curl up and cry. Tears of joy. Tears of joy.
Sure.
I'm very, 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 very proud.
Trust me, you still got plenty of time left with him. And I'm sure he's going to bust his little ass to make sure he works here at home.
Yeah, because legally now I can tell him, see you, bye.
Ah, now see, she finally smiles and she laughs. There it is. No, like I mean, we've kind of talked about it all week, and I mean, it's been the solid subject this week. Like I said, Connor, he's business as usual. Really, I mean, it doesn't seem like it really fazed him at all. I was very surprised that I was both surprised and not surprised. Let me rephrase that. At how many people, trust me, he's going into SRU. He's going to know quite a few people. So, and like some of the ones we were talking earlier about going to Clarion. There's quite a few of them going in there. So I mean, a lot of them are going to be going to places. So there's a leg up. BC3, that was another pretty decent one. I don't know. Like I said, I'm trying to let him. I'm trying to keep him on the path. Though I know he wants to enjoy his summer off, but at the same time, with school kicking in, I've been trying to keep him focused on get out there. Make sure you stay working, kids. Stay moving. You're gonna have to get. Don't go in there behind the 8 ball. Yeah, you're gonna know people, and you don't want to start school and try and find a job at the same time. So, yeah, I don't know. But I know, if I'm not mistaken, this week we never did talk to my brother about it. He never mentioned it one time. Next weekend is when him and I were And that went into, oh, by quick announcement, I did accept the position, so I am now no longer on the
Unemployment.
yeah, I'm not on the unemployment line anymore. I called her I got a message Thursday, called her Friday, and she was super cool about it. And she even told me that I was, out of the people that applied for it, that I was the one they were really kind of hoping would say yes. Start. But yeah, it's just kind of, I don't know. Like I said, I'm excited. I like working with people. In this particular job, my stepdad does it, but he does it, on the road, or like Monday, Tuesday, and then he comes back Wednesday night. So he works his 36 hours or however many, and just stays out there. He's got a camper, he's got a campground, and that's where he. Whereas me, I'm literally going one town over, and 6:30 in the morning till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I go. Basically, all I'm doing is I'm going in the morning. I'm going to help them get ready. I'm going to help prepare meals. Whatever clean up, and then I take activity center, which is they consider it the school. So for most of the day, they're over there, and whatever needs done around there, I kind of help out. Then we all get in the van, take them back home, feed them, get ready for shift change, and it's my day. So I'm like I said, I like the opportunity. I like the idea, and
You're optimistic.
I'm optimistic. I'm always optimistic, though. Mine is always half full. Hence the reason I'm so high strung all the time, because I always try and keep it half full, if not more. So, I saw the look. When am I not optimistic? I need the button where I can just hit crickets at any point. I will say though, today was a drag ass day for me. Literally, I got up about 8:30ish. Sarah woke me up at 8, and I sat and was like, okay, I need to get up. I need to move. I got, they were actually wanting me to cook breakfast. I was like, all right, cool. And I'm sitting there, and I was just starting to get this nasty headache coming in. So I kind of just, I sat there for a little while, and then I started thinking, okay, what am I going to make for breakfast? I was all over the place. Which way was I going to go? I am not feeding any ducks anytime soon. And I literally fell back asleep. So Sarah came in, woke me back up. Breakfast was ready. I went outside to say bye. I thought I was going to take some pictures, and like, well, there's me in my shorts and sleep shirt, and I think they left about 9:30ish. Came in, and I'm sitting there mentally going over everything. I'm like, okay, I need to definitely need to go and restock the bar. I need to go and get ice. So did it happen today or just over the weekend?
Yesterday.
Happened yesterday. So Meals on Wheels over there has easier access in and out of the house. As I saw him riding around yesterday, I don't know what made me think of it. I want to get him. Who remembers Mario Kart? I need to get him the little sound effects so when he goes, you know.
They were there.
Oh. So I'm assuming you guys are happy with the new ramp?
Oh yeah. I don't have to climb anymore. I just gotta walk.
Vern's also very pleased with it.
Who is?
Vern, the pug,
Ah.
the 10-year-old that has severe arthritis as well. He doesn't have to jump up and down the steps.
Now he can.
He literally just strolls up the ramp, looks at me, literally smiles, and just keeps going. Runs up and down.
Well, the fun part is, oh, hey, we got one. The fun part is now that, you know,
Smorgasbord.
oh yeah, we did the Permani Brothers. We've got leftovers from Friday when we got to do the graduation. Dude, if I didn't put on an extra 10 pounds this weekend, I'll be really impressed. But that being said, now that the graduation, I mean, it's weird. Like I said, one door closed, another one opened. And, you know, with me getting ready to go back to work, I figure there's going to be some physicality involved, you know, physical demand to lift. Not physicality like, you know, hey. But yeah. Going to Pittsburgh the other day kind of revitalized me. So I've been wanting to walk. I'm wanting to get out there. I'm wanting to be a little more active. And because I'll tell you what, that whooped the shit out of me that day. Did I get that job? Yes, I did. I did. To give everybody and I said the closest we have is coming up June 8th. I was thinking about going down there. Thank you, ma'am. Much, much, much appreciated. I'm supposed to be getting an email. I'll be going in here and there to get some credentials, but my training won't start until probably the 23rd. So I still got like almost 3 weeks before I even start. Which
Oh, good. You'll be available for all the help I need the weekend before you start.
oh. Well, I'm gonna have to once I get my schedule. It occurred to me. I've got the 21st of July. I'm supposed to be doing that big DJ event, and like I said, I'm hoping it's sooner than later. That way, I can get. I've been sitting here bullshitting, dude. The beer's getting lukewarm, so we're gonna have to fix that here real soon. My brother was nice enough. Came out, grabbed everybody a glass, poured a beer and everything, and he's like, "What type of bar is this? They're not chilled glasses, blah blah blah." I'm like, you know, as soon as you pour the beer in, it doesn't stay cold anyways. Your glass thaws. And I tell you what, you should have seen the battle. Better get your fishing license so you can go on the lake with us before you go to work. No, breathe there, young lady. The fun part is I'm going to definitely have every other weekend off. Put ice in it. It is a southern thing. No, people down there do not put ice in their beer. I've never seen it. So that's just wrong on every aspect. Why would you do such a thing? I'm not watering down my beer. I'm solid. So no, like I said, I mean every other weekend, yes, we are going to every other weekend off. It is a crazy schedule. And what are you talking about 3 o'clock in the morning?
You're
DJing.
Oh, Well, it's just going to require me to have to fix that a little bit. I don't know. I'll just have to start scheduling around it. And look, let me put it this way. It's 3 weeks before I start. Who knows what happens in between then? So my dad used to drink it like that with ice. You can drink it faster. I never drink my drinks faster with ice. I don't, I mean, to each their own, but I'm just not, I can't say I'm solid on that one. So either way, that being said, I'm sure there's people chomping at the bit. So let us go ahead and take our first break of the evening and a refill, restart, and let's get this party jumping. So this one is going to be Freebird's Kiss GB3. We'll hit you guys here soon.
All dolled up like a Dixieland dream. Hit a high-dollar diner in the downtown scene. Riding home pretty in the shotgun seat of my jacked-up country boy limousine. I threw it in the park right there in a drive. That song came on 95.5. Do I walk to the door? Do we call it a night? We just turned it up and said, baby, I want a Freebird kiss, Freebird kiss. 14 minutes backseat bliss. Make it long and sweet and soft, so slow. When we get to the solo, crank it up and call me baby. Let's get a little crazy. Let the swamp music make you miss my lady. One thing on earth she can't resist is a Freebird kiss. When the last note hit, I was falling hard. She had my heart racing like a screaming guitar. Just when I thought the fun was about to end, she pulled me in closer and hit me again with a Freebird kiss, Freebird kiss. 14 minutes of backseat bliss. Make it long and sweet and soft, so slow. When we get to the solo, crank it up and call me baby. Let's get a little crazy. Let the swamp music make you miss my lady. One thing on earth she can't resist is a Freebird kiss. Freebird kiss, Freebird kiss. Freebird kiss, Freebird kiss. 14 minutes of backseat bliss. Make it long and sweet and soft, so slow. When we get to the solo, crank it up and call me baby. Let's get a little crazy. Let the swamp music make you miss my lady. One thing on earth she can't resist is a Freebird kiss. Freebird kiss.
All right, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. If you guys are just joining us, this is another shot Sunday Night Weekend Hangover. And even though I didn't drink no, I take that back. I think I had a few drinks the other day. I still feel like I've had I feel like I've been run over a little bit. I definitely stayed busy. took full advantage of everything. So yeah, let's go ahead and hit it and drop it, and we'll see which way it goes, guys. And let's get some chitter chatter going as I do my first. God, the Yankees 6-1. Woo! There it is. So, anyways, I don't like picklebacks that much. Yeah, I'm sorry. When one beer put his little butt down, he's out of practice.
Always fun.
So, anyways, yeah. I made sure, we always say friends, family, and I kept saying barbecues and ball games. There was a little bit of everything this weekend for us. In case you guys missed it, Thursday before the show, I spent literally the entire day in Pittsburgh, running and gunning, and you can look at me like that all day long. Uh-oh. Oh, something to you. God, man, the behind the scenes stuff, you guys gotta love it. I'm telling you right now. Everybody definitely kept me on my toes. I mean, Primanti Brothers, Pittsburgh, graduation, just literally, poor Sarah. I mean, just shopping after shopping after shopping after shopping after shopping, and then
Let's see if she wants to do it again here shortly.
Oh,
She can go with me.
Yeah, I'm sure she's gonna be super ready to rinse, repeat.
Yep.
Yep. Where are my beverages? There we go.
Right there.
As I refill my Norm glass. Yes, guys. We had dropped the link as my good friend would always say. We'll just go with that one. Even with as tired as I am right now, I can't say I regret any of it. Other than the fact that everybody was gone, and like I said, me and my brother-in-law always like to poke fun at each other. Hell, my father-in-law used to introduce me as being from New York City all the time. And now that both have actually got to see that, this is one of the furthest things you can get from the city, next to like places like Portersville or Clintonville and all those other real backward. I mean, hell, I didn't even get to take any of them out to, my grandmother's out there in the Clarion area. It just, it was a good time. It really was. I mean, it was just, I've always said that, the best part of Tennessee was seeing it in my rearview mirror. And, 7 years up here now again, being back. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, again, you still grow up, and I do find myself at times, there's those little twinges like, well, I wouldn't have mind living in this spot. I wouldn't have mind being here, because I'll tell you what, there were houses we looked at that had some phenomenal mountain views. If you really want to dig down deep on it, the comparison has always been the cost of living. And Tennessee is almost, I think there's places where it's like almost 75 cents cheaper in gas. Food items, everything down there is cheaper, but then they have sales tax on everything, 10 cents on the dollar. Whereas up here, I always say, the example's always been, if you pay if you find a shirt that's like $5.99, $10.99, you pay $10.99. But then, we have all those other little crazy taxes. My favorite one's the entertainment tax. We won't tax you on this, and this, but we'll tax you on the most mundane things, the other things that just kind of don't, So I mean, I think every state kind of equals out. Yes, I know. I'd made a plan. I'm being shown a recipe, and I had, like I said, I planned on it today, guys. It was telling my feet to go through the motions, and I think there might have been about a 30-minute, hour-long, maybe even a 2-hour-long micro nap. I mean, I kept waking up, watching the movie a little bit, falling back asleep, waking up, watching the movie, falling back asleep. I don't know. It truly, like I said, Friday we had a few beers in here. But other than that, I did a shot after graduation. Maybe I'm the one that left the garage door open. I forgot about that.
You were in after us.
We came in way after. I wasn't blaming you. You can quit looking at me with those daggers. All I said was somebody left the door open. Automatically, the accusations. No. Man, it's kind of hard to get a rhythm tonight. Really hard, actually. I got to ask everybody else. I got a message a little while ago when we were on break. Am I grumpy tonight? Does anybody else feel? Does it sound like I'm being grumpy? I thought I was being my normal happy-go-lucky self. And yes, Jan, if you're still watching, it was put in the her little shopping cart the reusable ice cubes. They're encased in. I've got those. Man, I tell you what, they thaw out so fast. I mean, it just. I'm sorry. I love you, Jan. Love you, Kat. Love all you guys. I'm not putting ice in my beer. I'll put ice in my drinks all day long, but I am not putting ice in my beer. So that's just one of those. I mean, give me a chilled mug all day long. I've got, I tell you what, let me see if I can find it right here. Technically, I got a frosty mug right here.
It's supposed to be in the freezer.
No, it's decoration. And as you can tell, believe it or not, that used to be up to here. So this thing is, and the missus got it for me just more for fun anyways. I mean, it does look kind of neat, but I mean, I've got anything and everything. And since I'm right here, even though I'm low on ice, I'm going to finish this beer. I think we'll hit our first mixed drink of the evening. And seeing as how the family that came in was from North Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky, with my, mixed with my Pennsylvania brethren, I think I'm gonna have to put together a definitely something southern, I feel. So yeah, at the end of the night, it's time for a little bit more of a drink, and I need something, guys. I don't know. It's one of those rare times. Like I really don't have much to say tonight. I really don't. partially the reason there, San Antonio, I went ahead and dropped the link already. And Jan and everybody. I'm just, I don't know. Part of me still thinking about everything that, like I said, the whole, I think it's all kind of, and this happened, whenever I left or I was getting ready to get off of work comp too. I kind of went into that weird phase where it was like, all right, you're getting ready to start back. You're on a finite amount of time. You want to, oh my gosh. Shocker, shocker, shocker. Took a little coaxing. But at the end of the day, he is hiding. I go into these weird places right around now. It's just kind of, I feel like to me, it always feels like I'm running out of time. I might be excited about the job, optimistic about it, getting back in the workforce, getting off of unemployment. I don't know. Everything feels like it's so final. But I tell you what, I'm very interested in seeing how this gentleman's weekend went. Let us welcome to the stage our boy. Yes, fix your hair just a little bit more. One more time. Let me see it down there. Come on, fix that hair one more time. Let me see you move it. Fix your hair. He's not going to. There he is. All right, bring it to the stage. Our good friend from San Antonio, Mr. Edward.
Hi.
Oh, we're going to see some grilling in the house.
I'm going to beat my meat for a little bit, yeah. Tenderizing, dude. $13 for a goddamn steak, man. Economy. If you can't tell me that's not inflation, dude, I don't know what is.
For that size steak right there, $13. That's actually a good price in your area. Trust me. Up here for us, that would be that'd be up there.
Probably easier to just shoot the damn cow. Oh, man. Dude.
How's things going, brother?
Pretty good. Just having some good company over here. We're about to start grilling in a little bit. It's hot. Lighter fluid.
Some good company. Oh, so you got other people in the house checking us out.
Just checking us out. The lighter fluid? It's in the truck. In the car, right? Cool. No, man. Sorry, man. Just getting everything ready. We'll start grilling in a little bit.
Oh, dude, game on. Now, see, you're definitely talking my language right now. I love a good cookout. And just the other day, Memorial Day, we had the windows open in here, awesome weather, and the neighbor had a charcoal grill going, and it seemed like every 2 seconds it was wafting into here. So it was nice.
Where is it? Serious? Okay. Damn. Hold on 1 second. Let me get right back to you. Hold on, give me a minute. I'll be back.
He's got friends. We need another backdrop at some point. I need to download something. I want to switch up and go to the other ones because I'm noticing it's cutting me off, and I've actually got to move over to be in screen. So that's for later. Nah, like I said though, I mean, I'm always I'm interested in. For me, it gets really weird right now. Like I said, it just everything feels final, like I'm running out of time, and the first couple weeks is always the hardest because I'm trying to readjust, redo everything, and I don't know. Maybe I just kind of spoiled myself a little bit, with the time off. Yeah, I complained about having to constantly make sure I kept up with my obligations. I had to put in 3 applications and I got to certify on Sundays. Guess what we do next break? Yes, I got to recertify or I don't get paid. and I still got 3 more weeks. So, anyways, whoops. That's why I said today. Just I've just been in this fog all day long. It's just.
Welcome to my world.
I don't think I've ever left that world. It's just I get breaks here and there. I don't know.
I don't ever get a break
Why don't you ever get a break?
because my brain is always in that fog.
Well, how many times have you said sometimes you need to take a break? You need to take a break. You've told me that a million times.
It doesn't mean it's
I
one of
don't-
those do as I say, not as I do.
Oh, weird how that happens. Oh, finally. Yeah. And I'll tell you guys, we're not keeping track, but on the rare occasions I get to say this, that's twice now that she's got to say that. So, even the best of us, that's why we have so much fun here. You know, I was going through all the graduation pictures, and I came across a video, and I thought, this is kind of weird. It's on Sarah's phone. And I thought, this is kind of weird. So I'm looking at it. I'm like, why does that look like me? So I pull up the video, I hit play, and you hear me snoring. She got a, I don't know when she did this. I think the timestamp said like some 2 weeks ago. She recorded me laying on my side, facing away from her, snoring, just so she could turn around and say, see, you do sleep. Sure. I think all of us get like what, maybe an hour or two of solid REM at best, if you can even say that. I'm saying, I was just the reality of stuff that's going on right now is now, and here we can say it together. Welcome to my world. We don't have school, so everybody's home.
I still have school for a week for one.
No rest. You want to go to the Outer Banks with me next weekend?
I got to work.
All week. I'll talk to your boss. I'll give him free membership to our OnlyFans. I love the look on his face. See, I have fun with him over there. He says, oh, no, you can joke around. It doesn't bother me. But when you look over there, you see that look.
No, I'm fine. She knows.
Bull!
She knows when I get pissed or upset. She knows.
Also, what happens when that happens? What happens then, Steve? Let's hear it.
She knows.
Oh, she knows, but I don't, huh? Gotta have a little bit of fun. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Let's bring our boy back up here now that I'm sure he's getting everything ready.
We had another break in 4 minutes.
Who's your daddy? Gonna tenderize the meat for a little while.
And then
You don't have to sweet talk it, just gotta beat it up a little bit.
So you know what? We've had this conversation before.
Yeah.
All right. Now we get to see you grill. I kind of like this. So I get to see, do you tenderize your meat first?
He's getting ready.
Very little, very little.
Really?
Maybe like a fork and stab it a couple of times, but I don't go crazy on it.
What about do you do any raw? I mean, I know I'm asking you ahead of time when we get to actually see the whole damn thing, but
Go ahead. What you got?
do you do rubs and stuff like that?
Yeah, I like a nice dry rub.
Yes.
Like a nice dry rub. Wet rubs, I'm not a fan of. Dry rubs, yes. Yeah, a nice dry rub. And what else? I'll say it like this. some of the best barbecue I had ever besides Texas was in St. Louis.
Ah. And you know, I love those different areas. St. Louis has its own type of barbecue. Texas has a barbecue. Memphis has a barbecue.
Got it.
North Carolina, you know, Carolina. They don't say North.
Yep.
They say Carolina.
Carolinas. There you go.
Honestly,
The Carolinas I'm not a fan of because they use that mustard and vinegar stuff.
It depends. I mean, not all of it. I just personally,
What you got?
I don't know. My first love when it comes to barbecue will be Carolina. I like the way, you know, I like the flavors. And then next would be I like the ways, you know, I like St. Louis.
Yes.
I like their type of barbecue.
Yes.
Memphis just you know, as much as I like Memphis barbecue, they've got it down, you know, the tenderest meats, they've got it down pat.
Mhm.
But like for me, when it comes to like Memphis and Southern barbecue, it has too much of a what's a good way to put it? Like
What is it?
like a burnt.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like
a char.
That's a good way. Yes, they have too much. I think they have too much char.
Okay.
So that's, I mean, but that's just my opinion. Honestly.
No, I mean, yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with talking Q.
Do you know what causes that char?
There's a bunch of things, but let's hear yours.
It's they do more. Theirs is more sweet, and the sugar in it.
The brown sugar.
The candy stuff.
Yes.
Yes.
The candies, it burns.
Yes. There you go.
So there's a fine line between the amount of sugar you can put in it in order to not get that.
And anybody that knows anything about the South, when they love putting that molasses and brown sugar.
You got it. Yep.
100.
You got it. 100% on that one.
You are right about the Carolina though. They do. You will get a lot of the like a little more vinegary. A little, you know, and I have seen recipes done with, you know, mustard seed and I don't know. It's just my taste buds just might be different. I don't know.
I will say though, when I went to St. Louis, I would tell when I was on vacation because I went to Chicago, but that's neither here nor there. Every place I ate in St. Louis, people were super nice and they hooked it up because like I told people, I'm like, well, I'm on vacation. I'm from Texas. And for some reason, they wanted to impress, and they did a great they did a great job.
Really, you apologize for saying fucking?
Yeah, fucking. But no, like everybody I met out there was super nice. Like, you want to talk about a bar story? I almost got into a fight with a guy over barbecue in St. Louis.
Oh, dude, it'd be like going to New York and going to an Italian restaurant. And, you know, you do know, like, when you go in, there's certain things that are taboo, and they will kick you out of the restaurant if you do it.
I believe it.
You take it as it's served. Don't try and alter it. And they're like that in Chicago. And I've been to St. Louis a bunch. Super nice bunch of people. They really are. I've never had a bad experience. Driving-wise, I'm not a big fan of. But I mean, the people in St. Louis were incredible.
Yeah, super top notch, dude.
But I tell you what, they are another one of those places. But when you got like a local, you know, like, you know, there's a barbecue classified St. Louis. It's just like the barbecue in Carolina, Memphis. You know, you don't hear Southern barbecuing, you hear Memphis. What do they refer? I mean, does Texas have it?
What do you mean?
What Texas is most notable for their steaks, right? Steaks, ribs.
Right.
But
yeah, brisket.
You don't think so much of barbecue when it comes to Texas. You know, the first thing I think of is like searing steak. You know, now keep in mind, there is a difference between barbecue and grilling.
Yeah.
Everybody always says, "Hey, come to my barbecue," right?
Yeah.
There is a difference between grilling and barbecuing. Barbecuing is an absolute art. I mean,
Yes.
that's a skill.
Yes.
Which, I mean, there's some skill involved in grilling. I mean, you can screw anything up, but barbecue actually, I mean, that's an all-day event. Whereas
Yeah.
you fire up the grill, you bring out the burgers, you bring out the dogs or whatever you're cooking. About an hour later, everybody's sitting down to a good meal.
And I'll even back you up on this one. Like I think we could agree on this. Like, barbecuing is part art, part science.
Agreed.
Like,
Agreed.
There's some bad motherfuckers that can grill, dude, and can cook. And to be
yeah.
out there for hours on end and your food tastes amazing, more power to you, dude.
That's why I would love to, at some point down the road, I will have a smoker.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Guaranteed I'm getting a smoker. I'm that guy. And you know what? We've actually talked about this before. I love when my meat is slow cooked throughout the day.
I'd love to have your meat slow cooked.
Oh, yeah, try smoking my slow cooked meat. There
you go. Well,
welcome to Another Shot podcast. This is our grinder episode. There.
Gayer, dude.
Now we're touching everybody's lives. I said it.
There you go. Damn it. Oh, here, maybe. I don't know if you can see it, but what the hell? Here, cans. Here's good. Oh, well.
Hey, close enough, brother. Close enough. And, while you're setting that up and doing all that fun stuff, brother, we're going to take our next break, our midterm break. And, I tell you what, I'm going to request this one. Actually, hold my beer. Let's get a little Delta Circle in there.
Woo!
Holding a beer. Delta Circle. Guys, we'll be right back.
Woo. Shit, fuck.
Damn, that looks perfect. Even the music with that made.
I lost myself today, never to be found. Remnants of my yesterdays, fighting to be heard. I lost myself today. Echoes of what we both said, holding me down, holding me back. Chains of all my regrets, linked to every word. And the echoes of what we both said. Leaving Georgia in a pine box would have been easier. Instead I'm watching the sunset on the end of his pier, knowing that he's holding you tonight while I'm holding a beer. Memories of what used to be, crowding my thoughts, killing my dreams. Letters from a past life stop me on a dime, with memories of what used to be. Leaving Georgia in a pine box would have been easier. Instead I'm watching the sunset on the end of his pier, knowing that he's holding you tonight while I'm holding a beer.
God, you what?
Instead, I'm watching the sunset on the end of this pier, knowing that he's holding you tonight while I'm holding a beer.
We are back. We are back. We are back. That was Holding a Beer by our boys Delta Circle. I need to reach back out to them and at least get, one or two of them on there. I know the lead singer, he's on Twitch. Ernest, I don't know where he's at, if he does anything outside of here. Those guys are scattered out all over the place, all over social media. What's up?
We do have to.
What's
look
going
at
on?
ours.
What's the word?
We have to look at our schedule between this week and next week for opening, because we do have another gentleman that wants to come on the show again.
I forgot to ask you, how was y'all's week? I listened to a little bit of the cast when y'all started, but how was y'all's week?
Dude, I'll tell you what. I hated getting short with you that day, but the plan for Thursday, let's get this part out of the way, was we were just going to go on for, I was tired, she was tired. The Big G was the next day. We planned on going on for an hour. And this young lady right here kind of aired some stuff out.
Yeah,
So
y'all went for like 2 hours, dude.
We did the solid 2.
I was like,
so
okay.
That was actually unintentional. But by that point, our week has been absolutely insane, crazy. Like, everybody was preparing for graduation. I was, I had family coming in from all over. Like I said earlier, I had them come in from Tennessee, from Kentucky, from North Carolina. And that's not to, not to mention the ones that, were here. You've seen the house Friday. Dude, my house was standing room only.
Okay, goddamn.
A quick shout out to my neighbors for allowing us to use their home since nobody's in it right now, and let people stay over there and sleep.
Okay.
So it was, dude, I'm telling you, I can't say it enough. I did not drink a whole bunch the last few days, but I feel like I went on a 2-week bender. I'm absolutely exhausted today.
Oh, yeah. So here's a question, man. Is Steve going to come back and hang out with y'all during the football season?
No idea, brother.
Okay. So
the best way to put it, everybody's kind of taking a break and letting things simmer, and he's getting stuff settled on his end.
Let it be. There you go.
So we're all just kind of, when people are ready to, if it makes you feel any better, we're still cordial with each other. I mean, we've all said hi and everything, and we don't converse, but we,
Yeah, good enough. I got you.
So yeah, at the end of the day, who knows? That's all I'm gonna say is who knows.
Let it be. There you go.
Edward, I got a question for you.
What's the word, Mockingbird?
What do you think of Kitty Cat's?
I'm glad I didn't eat.
Wait a minute! Wait! We ain't done yet. I don't want to pull your leg up too high. She's rocking it.
She got nice legs. She got nice legs, but I'm gonna say
like, kiss my ass. I can't say anything right now. My boys are absolutely sucking. So,
dude, the Pirates?
The Pirates.
Pirates.
I mean, as badly as I want to go to a game, it's almost kind of like, I'm not missing anything.
Okay, so here's a fun question. Okay, so we know the Pacers and the Thunder are in the finals. Mm-hmm. Okay, and the Thunder used to be the Seattle Supersonics. Remember?
Yes.
And there's been talk throughout the years, like maybe they want to get Seattle another team. So here's the question then: if the Thunder win the championship, does it really give Seattle an excuse to get a team?
Well, let's get one thing out of the way now. I am absolutely shocked that they did end up pulling it off against the Knicks.
No
I seriously
shit.
thought the Knicks were going all the way.
Oh, 100%, dude. 100%.
I could not believe that they pulled it off.
Yeah.
I mean, so
I guess miracles
I'll
do
tell you
happen,
what,
huh?
kudos. There you go. There's my salute. I mean,
Yep.
maybe next year. You know me, I'm a Knickerbocker fan. I like the Knicks.
Knicks are good, dude. Knicks are good team.
You know, it wouldn't be too far fetched because remember, Cleveland. Let's go football for a second. Cleveland. Damn, that looks good, brother.
Yeah, dude.
That looks solid.
That looks good. Yeah.
So Cleveland, remember when they left and became Baltimore? 6-1 right now. Cleveland left and became Baltimore. And then they brought back the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be too far-fetched for Seattle to say, okay, we're just going to go ahead and let them go. They go to Oklahoma City, which, I mean, that's the only pro sports team in Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
And so if they were to come back, you know, obviously they're going to have to pick another team. They're going to need another city. Somebody else. If Seattle gets it, which I hope they do, that might be why Pittsburgh has been on the talk about getting an NBA team.
Yeah.
So,
Side note, Oilers in 5.
I'd love to see. You're going to say what?
Oilers in 5.
Oh. Okay, so catch me up on hockey. I kind of lost it. Did Dallas make it in?
Nah, they lost. That was my horse. So,
you know what? And I think that.
Go ahead.
I honestly think that McJesus himself, he deserves a Stanley. And I tell you what, that's going to put him right up there in the talks. If he helps his team win the Stanley Cup, that's going to put him in the talk about. I mean, he's already got a Hall of Fame career.
Yeah. You know what? You know, that's a great question. I don't talk to many when it comes to sports. Like, what does it take to be in the Hall of Fame? Like, do you have to win a championship to automatically, like, at least have like talks to being in the Hall of Fame?
I'm not going to say that. I can't say. For me,
Okay.
I think it goes beyond. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I tell you what, some of the gold standards would be people like Michael Jordan would be the gold standard for the type. You know, that man. He's got championships. He's got gold medals. He's got scoring titles. Look how many records he's broke. I mean, you have to make an impact on the game in some shape or form. And not just in one aspect. Like, you really have to kind of change it. Wow.
Yankees material, right? Sure.
Hang on. Our mutual friends in the house.
Fuck you, Robert. Fuck you. Man, that poor cow died. Fuck you, dude. Wow, that hurt. That's a low blow, bro. You can talk about my mama. You can talk about my mama, my sister, my
don't
kid.
Talk about my
don't talk about my fucking grill. Don't talk about my goddamn grill. You can talk about my truck. Don't talk about my grill, dude. That's low class right there.
I'll tell you what, and you've actually got to meet that gentleman a couple times now.
He's super cool. He's really friendly,
super
by the way.
Cool, soft spoken. But I tell you what, those are the I mean, he's I'm telling you, he's a sniper.
I mean, it's a low class comment, but I guess you have to have class. I mean,
let the games begin.
Right, no shit. And also those damn Yankee. Ew. Dude, I hope you kept a receipt on those Yankee clothes. Ugh.
Oh shit. You know, you could tell the big G for him was a bit because I mean we shook hands, we got to say hi for a second, we both said congratulations, but you could see his mind was like all over the place.
You know what, dude? If you're drinking a beer, I'm gonna drink one with you. What the hell? What
Well,
the hell?
peppers.
You're drinking.
A lot of us said,
You're drinking a beer every day. I'll drink one with you.
yeah, hey, join us.
Yeah, fucking hey, man. Here you go.
No, back to what we were originally talking about, real quick, just to touch on that one more time. I'm excited for Seattle. I would love to see the Supersonics come back because remember how many times have I said the 90s, back when they were still heroes, when you think of bringing back the Supersonics, I'm automatically thinking about Sean Kemp.
You got it. That was a name that came to my head instantly.
Dude, that guy was, I mean, he wasn't on the best of teams, but I tell you what, he made, you know, and that's the thing, you know, going back, you know, that kind of brings it back to what you were saying, what makes a Hall of Famer. Look at all the accomplishments, and he was considered a superstar on a team that was not, they never were great.
No.
So for him to have the accomplishments and no backup doing it,
like
Gary Payton and Sam Perkins, okay.
Honestly, man, like hearing about Pete Rose being inducted to the Hall of Fame is bullshit. Like they should have let that man in the Hall of Fame years ago, dude.
Thank you. There's very few athletes out there that have not had some sort of severe controversy off the field.
Oh God,
everybody's got some sort of skeleton in their closet somewhere.
You got it.
So, I mean, like I said, to have him back, you know, and let's go even further. Shoeless Joe Jackson. We were talking about the famous.
Yeah, they put him in too.
You know that. I can't wait for this next MLB Hall of Fame because you know they're gonna put those guys in there. Every one of them.
Yeah.
They'll put Shoeless Joe in there. I don't know about the rest of the White Sox. You know, they were the Black Sox back then. Dude, you drinking your Corona? I'm drinking my Pacifico.
Oh, there you go. Salute. South of the border.
Salute. And I don't know if you got to see it earlier. My wife went out. I got my Norm glass from Cheers.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm actually excited about this upcoming next year's MLB Hall of Fame inductions. And I would love to go to Cooperstown.
Cooperstown's for baseball.
I would love to go down there and be there for that induction. Canton's the NFL Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah.
Now, we've talked about this before, though. I don't think there needs to be inductions every year. We don't need to just like randomly pick people. You know. Let this, you know, dude. We've seen careers come and go now in our lifetimes. Let's give them the opportunity to get in there. They're, in my opinion, they're starting to they're really stretching at this point.
Yeah.
As Kat stretches her leg. She's over here doing yoga, dude. It's amazing. He'll be in there at some point. Yes, there are like Big Papi, dude. He's going to be in there someday. A-Rod's going to be in there. I don't think they need to have it every year. They really don't.
Nah, it could be every 5-year thing, every 3 years.
I mean, they could still do something Hall of Fame every year. Like we could do honorable mentions. We could sit down if you want to, like for the years that you don't induct people into the Hall of Fame, you could go, you could pick that season to go to Baltimore, to Pittsburgh, I tell you what, some of these newer teams like Jacksonville, Carolina, these places that don't have anybody in the Hall of Fame yet, and just like, do a Canton week. Give us your best players from that, whenever. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We don't need to do a bust for everybody. If you want to do a Canton bust, you do a Canton Hall of Fame for that particular team that's going to be put in that stadium. Because I think all stadiums have a Hall of Fame. That's my thought on it. It's just, there's certain ones that, WWE has, look what they've done. The wrestling community. They turn around and now they're doing like, they just inducted both Stone Cold and Bret Hart in for that legacy match between those two, that rivalry. You don't exactly have to put an individual in there. We can talk about a wing, a rivalry, the rivalry between the Steelers and the Dallas Cowboys, the Dallas Cowboys and Buffalo. I'll tell you what, let's go outside of the Super Bowls. Steelers and Ravens, Kansas City and the Raiders. Who's Dallas' big rival? Is it Philly?
The Steelers. Steelers. Philadelphia or the Steelers?
No, it has to be. I'm talking about like who's your big one? Who you guys compete against every season? That's that big, the one team you hate to play. It has to be in your division. Who?
Ourselves. Can't win shit, dude. So I'm not a Cowboys fan.
Well, something just popped up, by the way, since you just brought up the Giants. It just popped up today. I'd seen it on Instagram. That moment, and it said that moment your season is over by November. Has anybody outside of your own team looked at other teams' schedules? Pull up, and I challenge everybody watching right now, pull up the New York Giants football schedule for 2025-2026. It is absolutely disgusting. Man, I tell you what, they got their new quarterback and everything, and
15.
Guys, the Giants, if they don't get the number 1 pick next year, I'll be shocked. It is absolutely insane. And allow me to pull this up. I'm going to cheat. New York Giants 2025-2026 NFL schedule.
Okay. They're going to Europe too this year, I believe. There's going to be some European games.
Well, I know the Steelers were over there. Trust me, I did my picks already on the Steelers. And I'm telling you, I feel like this is going to be the first season Tomlin has. He's going to have his first losing season with the Steelers. Check this out. Commanders. This is first game of the season, regular season. They get Washington, Cowboys, Chiefs, Chargers, Saints, Phillies, Broncos, Eagles, Niners, and then it gets easier for them. Dude, they've got competitors, like people that are going to be in the Super Bowl talk. The first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games of the season. Those guys, you know what? This season, they definitely have the hardest. They've got the hardest setup.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Then they get. Later on down. Jesus, they get it easy. Then they get the Niners, the Bears.
Boo!
It gets better. Hang on. Then they get the Packers, the Lions. Then they get, another little break. They get the Patriots. They get the Commanders, the Vikings. And then they end out the season with the Raiders and the Cowboys. Guys, when they say thrown to the Wolves, the Giants got hit the hardest this year, I think.
Oh yeah.
So at the end of the day, if they might win. My prediction for them is going to be maybe 5-12.
Okay, 5-12.
That's talking loosely.
Loosely. Yeah, dang, dude. Like we're coming to an end towards some stuff. Like after basketball and hockey end, there's like a week off almost where like there's really not a lot of sports going on. I can't name.
Well, I mean, if you want,
Besides
I mean, yeah,
besides
we
baseball.
baseball, but
Baseball. Yeah.
at the end of the day, what do we got now? We're going to be NASCAR,
Yeah.
golf, soccer, still going strong.
Yeah.
The only thing really to talk about at this point would be like, and I hate to say it, I mean, and I even seen it on McAfee. They've been talking about, you know, I've said this many a times. I've been wrong before. I'm not the biggest. I'm still not standing behind Will Howard all the way. I'm not. You know, I don't have high hopes for him.
Mhm.
But they said he has looked phenomenal.
Yeah.
This, you know, during the OTAs. So I don't know on that one. This next season, I tell you what, it might be that time where, you know, how they always say, ebbs and flows. It might be a time for the changing of the guards. For all we know, it might be silly.
It feels like it. Like in basketball, it feels like it right now.
This is how bad off I am right now, and this is one of the reasons why I dropped the sports night. Has the Thunder ever won a championship? I know they've been to the championship, but I don't think they've ever won a championship.
No. Either at the Pacers.
I think the Pacers have won. They with like Blue just said with Reggie Miller. I think at one point they did win a championship.
No, the Pacers never won a championship.
Ooh.
Nah.
As I tip another one.
Yeah, I can say.
I was just getting ready to say, dude, you literally got up and as I was getting ready to say, you might want to check that. I'm not going to tell you how to grill. It just hit me all of a sudden, and I'm like, okay, he's over here, he's bullshitting with us. I know when I get to bullshitting, there's times it's like, oh shit, hey, by the way. So GQ, good call, brother.
Smart
The
blood.
Indiana Pacers have never won a championship. In the ABA, they have, but not in the NBA.
You got it.
Nice. Man, but I tell you what, the Pacers were on, you know, I hate to say it this way, were on pace at one point for becoming the Detroit Pistons. Look who they had on that team, dude. You had Jermaine O'Neal. They had Ron Artest.
Dude, yes.
And these guys were nothing but, I mean, they were just pure trouble.
Oh, yeah, 100%, dude.
Ron Artest, I've never, what's up? Originally, I can't.
St. John, but I don't know if he was. I thought he was made from PA.
Well, I'll tell you what. You know what? Here, since we're talking basketball again, Dennis Rodman.
What about him?
What do you think? Do you think that man deserves to be in the Hall of Fame?
Is the Pope Catholic?
I question it anymore.
Well,
it won't be long before we see like a Baptist or a Lutheran or a Methodist, you know, they're going to be like, you know what, we're going to start, you know, we're going to open our doors in the Vatican. No.
Yeah, dude. Dennis Rodman, the Worm, is a beast. He was a beast, dude. He played with a lot of good teams, dude. And he won multiple championships. His rebounds were incredible, dude.
His defense was, and if anybody that watched The Last Dance,
Oh yeah.
Like Jordan, Pippen, all of them said Rodman was that guy that would go out, get in trouble for staying out all night partying,
Yeah.
and then come in and would outwork everybody during practice. He was just, I mean, he was just, I mean, he was a freak. He really was.
Yeah.
In every which way.
He was.
And I tell you what,
I think the only team he didn't do well
man,
with.
when it comes to defense.
Huh?
Go ahead.
No, the only team I think Rodman wasn't good with was like when he played for the Mavericks.
Oh, I forgot. Ooh.
Yeah.
After the
I think
Bulls, I kind of lost touch with where he went.
he played for the Spurs for a hot minute, and Pop didn't like him for shit.
I know he was UT San Antonio taking down number 2 Texas in college baseball.
Oh, no
You know
shit.
what? No. Oh.
That's interesting. UT.
Shooting some love to San Antonio.
I know. Thanks, Rob, but I'll look at my own sports, my own state. Don't worry about it. I appreciate it.
Oh, you jerk. I swear.
Now, get back
I'll
to the-
I'll stick to the grilling and looking at my own team sports. I don't need an update, bro. Thanks.
get back to the Oklahoma
Yeah.
City. They have only one they won.
Hang on, I'm getting a little update right here.
Making a lot of enemies.
City ever won.
Go ahead, bring it.
When they were the Seattle Supersonics in 1979.
Hit me.
Won a championship since OKC.
So, a quick update on Oklahoma City. The last
Okay.
time they won a championship was in 1971 when they were still the Sonics.
Did they win the championship? Really?
Back in, I'm sorry, 79. And then they've been to the championship, obviously.
Okay.
You had Kevin Durant and you had Westbrook.
Yeah.
James Harden? All right. And dude, I mean, they became the Buffalo Bills of the NBA world. They could make it, but they couldn't win it. Kind of like
Yeah.
LeBron's, championship career. Now, that being said, you couldn't be nice, could you? You couldn't be nice.
Yeah.
Ah.
Must be the ghetto grilling. Tie, chop it.
You know what? He gave you some cut when it came to sports, and then you wanted to shit. Dude,
I know, man. I know, dude.
he hit you personally. Bobby, hitting below the belt, talking about a man's grilling.
I know, dude. That's just low. That's just low class, dude.
You know what's funny, though? I haven't had a charcoal grill in a long time.
Yeah.
And I always wanted one. Have you seen the grills that are both charcoal and gas?
Dude, propane's a bastard gas, bro.
Back in the day, I think it was Sam's Club had
Mhm.
they had those Frankenstein. I think they did do those Frankenstein, grills and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Where Mr. Eyeless, good to see you, brother. How's things going? That man's busy as all hell right now. I'll tell you flat out. Did you partake in Friday night's trivia? And how did you do on that? I gotta ask. Our friends over there at the network did a movie trivia night on their Nonsense and Chill Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
You do have people, don't you?
Yeah, I got people over. We're just hanging out.
Is it Mr.
No, I
Bones?
got. They're all in my head, though. They're on my head. All the
Is
people
it
here. Are
is
in
it
my head.
Chaz? Is it Mr. Bones? I was just gonna say.
It's all in my head.
Well, dude, introduce your crowd. Hell.
They're not people. They're not people.
Ah,
We're just hanging out. Just hanging out there, like I said. But, ooh.
since Arliss is in the house real quick,
What's up,
I did a
Arliss?
lot of talking about the Butler Fair. And obviously they've already got their schedule set up. But the farm show does not. and the same booking people that does the fair apparently does the farm show. So, Mr. Arliss, I'd like to do a quick shout out to you, brother. You might want to check out the Butler Farm Show in Pennsylvania. There might be there could very well be an opening there. Actually, you've been to the farm show grounds, good sir. So I'm just I wasn't able to make it because I was out with. Oh, that's right. That was Friday night. That was right. I forgot. I keep forgetting about that. And I saw the pictures. I immediately followed those guys, and I looked them up on Facebook. Their music is actually really good. They're yes. And you played some for me Thursday night, and I felt bad because my mind. Because we all thought that graduation was going to happen. So by about I think it was like around 1 or 2 o'clock, Sarah's like, all right, go ahead and invite people. You know, she's got all this food. Let's just go ahead and get a party going. So I call Arliss. I texted him and he called me and I'm like, hey, you know, and he's like, oh, I got, fuck. So I shouted out there to Jan and Jason, and you know, it was again me being me. That last second is what it is. But I gotta pick on Jason. Did anybody see the picture that Arliss posted of him and the Mafia with Jason beside him? Jason looked like, you know, when they took that picture, I swear. He truly looked like somebody that, you know, somebody just taking the last slice of his pizza. Like everybody's like they're loving life, they're giving the rock, you know, the rock and roll, they're all smiling and being hard, and Jason's just standing there. Yeah, but I've seen him smile. So either way. I'm going to tell you right now, after listening to those guys, Arliss, trust me, I will be reaching out to them, and hopefully at some point here, we're going to have them on here. What are you blinking your eyes for? The look. What? I don't know what the hell that was. I don't know either. Ooh. So, anyways.
Yep. Sunday night, huh? Sunday night, ready to wrap it up soon. Call it a day.
We're getting there. They want to do a show together, dude. And I tell you what, it's going to have to be a pretty sizable venue.
Make sure it's somewhere close to me.
Yeah, well, if it's still high, we can get it. Just make sure it's not.
Barbecue guests, Zed and the Gimp.
That's funny, dude. Somebody got jokes tonight, dude.
Oh. Shoes on the other foot now, huh?
Oh my God.
I don't know. I'm getting stir crazy. And I love music. And Arliss, I'm not trying to blow smoke up your ass, but I tell you what, you guys have really revitalized my, you know, how do I say it? My want for music, I miss going out and seeing bands. I really do. And I've said it a million times. When you went to a bar, you went to see the band that was playing that night. You didn't go to hear the DJ play the same stuff you're listening to on the radio.
God, no.
You know, you used to go and, you know, so going to see those guys, I mean, it's just, it reminds me of going and seeing The Intent and Dirty Auto and Skell and all the local talent. You know, at some point, I'm going to have to go out there and see. I've yet to get a chance to go see my boys Crossroads. So, I mean, I hear they do pretty decent. It would be awesome to make sure it's close to us.
Yeah. Y'all go back live tomorrow, right?
Yes.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow night. We'll be
This is
plugging that
outside,
here
dude.
shortly. I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and take one more break, and then we'll bullshit a little bit more, and we'll do the final shots of the night. And go ahead and hit my boy up there with some let's get some Southern Outlaw stuff. Actually, I know exactly what we need to go ahead and play. We've been plugging the shit out of this song for him. This is the Southern Outlaw Band's Outlaws and Bikers, guys. Number 2 in Australia right now, making its way across Europe as we speak and being tracked by Billboard right here in the U.S. Check it out, guys. Outlaws and Bikers. Enjoy.
Rolling down the highway, the sun sets low. Leather jacket shining, the stars of the show. The engines like thunder, we own the night. Outlaws and bikers, ready for a fight. Outlaws and bikers, ride side by side. They don't understand. We take our pride. Respect for the brotherhood. We stand as one. Underneath the moonlight, our journey's just begun. As we tell the story, scars show the way. Every mile we conquer, we've got our debt to pay. In the face of danger, we never back down. With loyalty and honor, we wear our crown. Outlaws and bikers, we ride side by side. They don't understand. We take our pride. Respect for the brotherhood. We stand as one. Underneath the moonlight, our journey's just begun. Outlaws and bikers, we ride side by side. They don't understand. We take our pride. Respect for the brotherhood. We stand as one. Underneath the moonlight, our journey's just begun. So everyone, raise a glass. So here's to the outlaws, the dreamers, the brave. In the heart of the night, we'll ride to the grave. With respect for each other, we'll never fall apart. Outlaws and bikers, forever in our hearts.
Oh, I'm sorry. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you, Blue, for reminding me. Quick shout out to our boys. So if you're not following them yet, you can find them on TikTok. You can find them on most of your social medias, Facebook, Instagram. I don't know about X, but like I said, just, I mean, look them up online. The Southern Outlaw Bands, they have a contest going on. So I was given the privilege to go ahead and help them debut Outlaws and Bikers. They are getting ready to debut their next song, or probably their biggest song yet. And I'm going to read this for everybody, and I invite you to check it out. I've shared it to my Facebook if you haven't already checked it out. This is from the Southern Outlaw Band contest time. We have a new song coming out called End of Watch for our first responders. We're looking for cover art for the single. Winner will get a free copy of the song before it's released. So let's get creative, guys. Send the artwork to them in their PMs. I'm going to tell you right now, my niece, I know quite a few good artists, people that love to draw, and I may have to send that out to our boy Joe Bell and see what he can do. So, I mean, guys, let's have some fun with it. If you got any type of artistic skill whatsoever, these guys are looking for some cover art, and man, get your name out there as well. You can't ask for a better prize. I mean, you get to hear the song before everybody else does. So yeah, check them out. Southern Outlaw Band on Facebook, Instagram. They're also the southernoutlaws.band.com. So yeah, quick shout out to those guys. Hell, I might have to sit down and try and put something together. But I don't know, Kitty Cat, I've seen you do some artistic stuff. What are you okay over there? You good? Energy drink? Life? Like I said, guys, I mean, I love that sound. I had full confidence that I was going to be fine with this glass. Nah, but I mean, like I said, these guys, they have definitely revitalized my interest in music. I love going out. I love hearing bands. One of my favorite places to go is Stage AE in Pittsburgh. Well, you're missing out. Obviously, we were just talking about the George Strait, Chris Stapleton. For all you that don't know this, I almost got in trouble Thursday because we were unaware that anything was going on, and we were in the no-fly zone of PNC Park, apparently. And as it turns out, Jelly Roll and Post Malone were there. And had we instead of going to the museum, had we went and ate first, as it turns out, I guess it's been confirmed that three of them, Chris Stapleton, Jelly Roll, and Post Malone, were at Jason Aldean's restaurant, which used to be Betta's Grill. So, oops. Oh, well. I mean, hey, opportunity missed. We keep having to go across state lines to see the music. Man, guys, bring it back. I'm telling you. Like I said, and I'm a DJ. But I would be more apt to want to go into a place if they said they've got live entertainment. No, I mean, it's happened before. I've gone in to see a band and it's just been, they get up there and they play a little bit of, this and that. And a lot of them are covers. I don't mind covers, but I mean, at least I like bands that put on a performance, that get the crowd moving, that, get involved with you. That's why I loved The Intent. I loved Dirty Auto. I would still like to go out at some point and see my friend Triv, who was the former head guy for Dirty Auto. He now does Elmo's Fire. So they do a lot of 70s, some 80s. Yeah. Good stuff. But he always had a way of finding people that would. Guthrie still hasn't gotten back to us. Okay. The Guthrie. Let's talk about this. We need that trigger warning. So Arliss, I don't know if you knew, but Mike was actually in town Wednesday, and he was actually going to join the show, and stuff happened that he had to end up going home, and unfortunately we could not have him that night. And hopefully everything works out. He's got a lot of personal stuff going on, and we look forward to having him back on here at some point. But we took him over to the Guthrie, and he got to meet the owner. Now, the owner, during the conversation, your name did get brought up. Well, your first name, and he goes, I know an Arliss. And we started talking about it, and so he acknowledged knowing you and to have talking to you. But man, I tell you what, I was a little more than flustered at the end. So Arliss, brother, I won't dig too deep into it, but I think you need to. When you get a free opportunity, I know that's asking a lot right now. Kitty Cat's like, welcome to my world. Had to take a little shot. I'm sorry, grenade. She hasn't pulled out the cinder block, so it wasn't that bad. Need to get you over here, brother, and actually take you up to meet this gentleman, which for the most part, he's there almost every day from what I understand. So let me know your availability. Like I said, I'll be starting my new job here probably the third week of June, this month. So, yeah. And we still need to talk about Ironworks. We need to get that gentleman in there too. I think that would be a phenomenal venue. At least get his name over here. Big time. So on that note, guys, Kitty Cat, you got anything, girl? I'm telling you, you ought to see this bunch right here. I mean, it is just. There's, I mean, definitely interesting night. Definitely. I don't know. I think it is that time of the night. We will go ahead and do the traditional last shot of the night. Guys, appreciate everybody that got to come on here. Obviously, it's been a busy weekend for everybody. I'm trying to, now that, like I said, graduation's over, I'm going to start really pushing more and more for more people to, Arliss, expect an invite here very soon. Very soon. It's time to spice things back up again, and kind of quote my friend, maybe go back to a few of our earlier roots. A little more joke, a little more fun. It's a bar, guys. We're supposed to be enjoying and living our best life right now. I was promising a drink. If I'd mixed a drink tonight, Kitty Cat, would you have partook? I got the head nod, the proverbial head nod, the yes. I was teasing it earlier.
But when I say I'm gonna have a drink, that's a warning sign.
Oh.
Especially since I had quite a few last night.
Trust me, I got the call, I got the messages. If I didn't have family in, I would have been there 100. I need to get back out there and start talking to some of those folks again. It was Nicole last night, wasn't it? Yeah. That poor girl. I got to close out with her one night. She doesn't like
Certain people.
well, no, she honestly it's weird because it happened that night too. Like, I mean, it was just let me put it this way, she believes the place is haunted.
Yeah, she mentioned that to us. She said she hears stuff all the time. She doesn't like closing down by herself.
I think I can't remember if the jukebox was on pause or something happened like out of the blue or right in the middle of a conversation, just like it just out of nowhere kicked on. But then again, in here, bear in mind, there was the one night TV was off and it kicked on all by itself. Now Miss Clairvoyant over there swears up and down that nobody was in here. Explain that one to me, though.
It was a glitch in the power.
Sure, we'll go with that because these TVs, we know they're so cheaply made. I think he was hiding from you. Let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and wrap it up. I want to thank everybody for coming on tonight. It was probably not one of my better nights, but hey, it happens. Do you work tomorrow?
No.
Arliss, if you got a few seconds, feel free to hit us up. We wouldn't mind having you on here to bullshit a little bit. But yeah, guys, I want to thank everybody for coming on tonight. I'm that guy that I hate ending on these nights. I do. I always hope for the best. I'm that glass half full. There's always that last second, but you're sitting over there going, oh, just do it. Just do it. No, I'm tired too. It's been one of those nights. It's been one of those weeks. One of those months. It was building up. We knew it. But hey, for me, it's one down, one to go. That made you feel better. Guys, check us out tomorrow night for our Monday night open bartender, where that night is specific. Yours truly will be answering any and all questions, doesn't matter what, and slinging drinks. So feel free to send us in Messenger or however you want to do it, recipes. If we don't have it and we have it ahead of time, we get it ahead of time. I'll get the ingredients. I'll make it right here. If you got a beer you want to try, if there's something you want to talk about, come to your bartender. And I promise you, I will do everything I can to make your day better. Yes, this is our gauntlet week. This is night 1.
1 of 5.
1, folks. First Tuesday of the month. The first one, Miss Liz won. Last week was Bobby.
Last month, not last.
Last month. I said last one.
No, you said last week.
Did I say last week?
You said 1 then last week.
Oh, well, either way. Last time, Mr. Bobby won. We are slowly building towards the Tournament of Champions, but this Tuesday night, there is no rhyme, no reason behind it. Guys, you never know what it's going to be. She will tell you the topic ahead of time before she asks the questions, but it is Trina's Trivia Night. So we ask that, we go on the honor system, guys. It's fun. We ask that, we get as many people as we can on here live. So we will be going live tomorrow night starting at 8 o'clock unless, do we want to do 7? Give everybody more of a chance?
On Tuesday?
On Tuesday.
She has to work till Sure, man. I'm doing this fine.
And your assistant answers. Okay, so we're good. Tuesday night is Trina's trivia, guys. Just keep an eye out for it. We will keep it posted. Trust me on it. Always fun. It gets cutthroat. Wednesday night is our Wednesday night open bar, open talk. Always fun, always unpredictable. Of course, then you have our Thirsty Thursdays thoughts and shots. Man, we've got definitely a week. And then, of course, our Sunday night weekend hangover. You never know what's going to happen, guys. I guess for my last shot, hey, I guess unofficially now, summertime for us. Got kids at home. I literally got 3 weeks before I'm back in, in everybody else's, unless something happens in between then, who knows. But I'll be during the workforce. I plan on living my best life these next 3 weeks. Man, I ain't got a last shot. This is horrible.
12 things to always remember. The past cannot be changed. Opinions do not define your reality. Everyone's journey is different. Things always get better with time. Judgments are a confession of character. Overthinking will lead to sadness. Happiness is found within. Positive thoughts create positive things. Smiles are contagious. Kindness is free. You only fail if you quit. And what goes around comes around.
I've been a good boy. All of those, honestly, I can say I follow a lot of those. So well said. I know, like I said, it's, this is that time where I start to get, like I said, I get into that weird stage, but I never lose hope. So at the end of the day, no matter what challenges come out there, guys, man, keep your heads up. And best way to put it, there's always tomorrow. Yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery. So before I kill that big bad boy, let's just go this way. I'm looking forward to summer. And trust me, I plan on really starting tomorrow, putting in the work. I can't wait. Guys, it's been fun. Misfiring. When we say Sunday night weekend hangover, you never know what you're going to get. And I truly feel like, is that time. I'm not going to ramble on anymore. Guys, remember, everything we say on this show is just our opinion. Looking forward to seeing you guys here coming up tomorrow night. Everything we say on this show is just our opinion. But then again, give me your voice, girl.
It could just be the alcohol talking.
Oh, you change it up.
Looking for a party, good man, have you found it? Another shot is coming raw and unbounded. The whiskey's always talking and the beer's overflowing. Another shot is gonna hit you with a mind overloaded. Bar is always open with no inhibitions. Another shot will leave your sensories twitching. Just remember, everything we say is just our opinion. But then again,